Made with Mexican spices. Made for nacho cheese sauce. Only at Taco Bell.
Take a picture.
I'm stuck! Is that a new iPhone?
Yep, I just got the new iPhone 14 with its amazing camera at T-Mobile.
Wow.
At T-Mobile, get iPhone 14 on us with Apple TV Plus included on Max Family Plans.
Tomorrow.
We're finally about to live our fantasy.
Now you're about to see what a real-life female hero looks like.
I think I murdered my boss.
Hold on! Is he gonna be okay?
911. All new tomorrow at 8/7 Central on Fox.
We're gonna take Camdar down for murder.
Tomorrow.
We have to get him to start talking about this drug deal.
There are only 3 more episodes.
I don't care who we have to go through to get to Camdar.
Until the season finale.
You wanna get back to your family? This is the fastest way.
The Cleaning Lady. All new tomorrow at 9/8 Central on Fox.
I'm sorry you broke your leg, Lois.
No, Peter, I'm the one who's sorry. I got so wrapped up trying to beat Bonnie at stupid Instagram that I ruined our whole weekend.
I don't believe it. Tristan Wincroft is checking in for Syracuse.
With a broken leg?
I know. What was I thinking? And the irony is she still has the record. I guess we should probably take an Instagram break for a bit, huh?
Probably. Can I check something on our bank account real quick? Lois? You may want to see this.
Break's over! Eat that, Bonnie! Oh, Peter, now that I have more likes than Bonnie, I realize that this was the best weekend ever.
Wincroft scores with no time left. Syracuse wins.
Man, Lois, you were saying some crazy stuff about Bet Kings during surgery.
The craziest season of the epic series continues. 911 is all new tomorrow on Fox.
Here's your clue for Snowstorm. She has shared the stage with A-list superstars and non-A-listers like Dr. Ken.
Fox Wednesday.
It's comedy roast night.
And everyone's getting burned.
I'm not as smart as you.
Right. With 2 new costumes and amazing performances.
Coming in hot.
I'm so scared to get too close to you. I don't want to get pregnant.
Everybody got jokes.
The Masked Singer. All new Wednesday on Fox.
Now, your primetime local news leader. Fox 22 News at 10.
Good evening, I'm AJ Douglas. First tonight, police have spent the weekend searching for an armed and dangerous man. On Friday morning, police officials served a search warrant to 573 Sebastis Road with 31-year-old Diego Martinez inside. Martinez escaped during the standoff with police after he burst through the garage door in a car belonging to the residents of the home. Police chase ensued into Lewiston with the suspect driving the wrong way down Pine Street at 100 miles per hour. Police found the vehicle wrecked on Washington Street in Auburn, and Martinez fled on foot. Later Friday night, another chase ensued with Androscoggin Sheriff's Department that went through Poland and Oxford before crashing into Oxford Speedway and again taking off on foot. After a search with police canines, Martinez was in a third vehicle headed northbound. Late Friday night, the Subaru Martinez was driving hit a porch in Carter Street in Norway. Police said Martinez remains at large. Martinez's previous charges include assault weapons charges, other police pursuits, domestic assault, sex trafficking, and drug possession. In much lighter news, an organization dedicated to assisting local veterans packed bags and boxes full of food thanks to the help of the community in Piscataquis County.
Wilderness Walk for Warriors prepared food baskets for veterans to pick up Saturday. Each bag contained dried food goods and meats in hopes of feeding a family of 4 during a 1-week time period.
There's a great need right now for people to be fed, veterans to be fed in Piscataquis County.
Wilderness Walk for Warriors is an organization dedicated to honoring those who have served. The founders host a 100-mile hike along the Appalachian Mountains each summer. Organizers say their mission is simple.
Assisting the living, honoring the deceased,
That's why we're here today.
The food giveaway was available to all veterans living in Piscataquis County in honor of past Commander Dick Graves, who served at the American Legion in Milo for over 20 years, becoming a mentor to many. Graves died 1 year ago due to COVID-19 complications. His wife, Mary, says, in a way, he continues to support veterans.
He was for the veterans, all for the veterans.
Around $5,500 was donated to Wilderness Walk for Warriors to purchase the food supplies for veterans and their families.
We feel proud to be able to do it, basically. It's something that everybody doesn't have a chance to experience, and we're lucky to be able to do that.
We do it because we love our veterans. They gave the ultimate sacrifice.
In Milo, AJ Douglas, ABC 7, Fox 22.
I enjoyed them in doing that story so much, as I did doing this next story, as members of the Emmanuel Bible Baptist Church in Plymouth packed shoeboxes Saturday filled with the Christmas spirit ahead of the holidays. Emmanuel Baptist Church partnered with Samaritan's Purse for a global project called Operation Christmas Child. The church has participated in sending around 200 shoeboxes for over a decade. Each box includes hygiene items, school supplies, and toys. Samaritan's Purse was founded by evangelist Billy Graham in 1993. The organization has reportedly sent out more than 168 million packed boxes with toys and other vital items have been sent to children in need across the globe.
When these kids pack the boxes, you say, what would it be like if you never had a pencil and you couldn't go to school because you didn't have any pencils? And in other countries, that's what it is. It's a wonderful thing to get these kids involved in helping kids around the world who have nothing.
Church members plan to load up all 200 boxes on a delivery truck November 21st. A new nonprofit is giving away $10,000 for one veterans roofing project. Devin Dagnall has that story.
In honor of Veterans Day, the Merino Project hosted their second annual Roofs for Troops luncheon. The project originated as a way for the company, Home Roofing Solutions, to give back to Maine U.S. military members.
I've always had a special spot for our military veterans in this state. Many of my family members were, some of my best friends are still, and I think everybody has their own connection, their own David Merino as their friend, family member.
The event was closed to the public, and the only guests were military and military family members who received roofing repair services from Home Roofing Solutions between November 1st, 2021 and October 31st, 2022. Those attending were also entered into a random drawing of a $10,000 payback of their roofing project.
For now, it'll be roof paybacks because our company, Home Roofing Solutions, is the backbone donor for the Life of Merino project. But in the future, I see many challenges for other companies, other businesses throughout the entire state to get as aggressive as I plan to be with supporting our state vets.
Unfortunately, the winner of this year's raffle, Jim Smedley, was unable to attend the luncheon. But those who contacted him to tell him the news said he couldn't be happier.
Well, actually, it was kind of comical. So he was extremely excited. His name is Jim Smedley, and he is one of our roofing customers that we had done his project for. And I believe, if I overheard that conversation right, he actually asked what we had for lunch before really reacting to the fact that he was the $10,000 winner.
If you would like to donate to the Merino Project, visit themerinoproject.org. In Old Town, I'm Devin Dagnall, reporting for ABC 7 and Fox 22.
All right, some lucky Mainers were able to get their Christmas shopping done early. The Bangor Mall hosted its final craft fair of the year. The mall was filled with booths and tablings totaling over 300 vendors, each with their own unique crafts.
One of the big things my wife and I have noticed is it's family. Everyone from the little kids to grandparents, they've been fantastic. It's great to see families together for the holidays, and the people here have been fantastic.
If you didn't get a chance to visit the fair, many of the vendors can be found through the Bangor Mall Craft and Vendor Fair Facebook page. A local junior ROTC group organized a parade in honor of veterans in the greater Bangor area. Devin Dagnall was able to meet with participants who commemorated the day.
The Bangor High School JROTC hosted their annual Veterans Day Parade, welcoming veterans of all kinds from the greater Bangor area.
I feel privileged to be here. I wasn't expecting this here, but I feel privileged to be here. And like I said, you can't be around a better bunch of people.
According to Lieutenant Colonel Daryl Lyon, the senior Army instructor for the Bangor JROTC and one of the main organizers for the event, there were vets trying to join the parade as late as just a few hours before it took place. Lyon says this enthusiasm from local vets and scout organizations resulted in a turnout too large to keep track of, but he appreciates everyone who made an appearance all the same.
For many veterans, the day marks a reminder for the sacrifices they and their fellow patriots made for their country.
This day is a great opportunity for us to honor the veterans that came before us and the folks that gave us what we have today. You see them all along the parade route, and they're enthusiastic still about it, and we're happy to be here to support them and honor what they've done for us.
Many of those involved in the parade were moved by the resounding support of those who came to watch them march from Brewer to Bangor. To learn how you can support your local veterans, visit mainvfw.org. In Bangor, I'm Devin Dagnall, reporting for ABC7 and Fox 22.
Let's turn things over to Conrad Zupinski, who's in now with our first look at our 5-day forecast.
Thank you so much, AJ. Happy Sunday to you. Rain showers have been running it up pretty much all day today. Starting from the overnight hours and then into today, it's just been coming down non-stop. A little bit of snow mixing in the northern part of the state, but because of that rain, visibilities are still low. So slow down, folks, and take extra precautions as visibilities are low, rain is falling down. It is really slippery outside right now. We do also have a wind outside blowing at around 10 miles per hour by the coast. Look at Machias, close to 14 miles per hour. So not much help as heavy rain is still lingering in the area. We do have some gale warnings in effect by the coast, and look at that. Winter weather, some winter weather advisories in effect in the northern part of the state as more snow is on the way. Not for us tonight, though, as temperatures will continue to drop as rain starts to move out and we start to take a dip into those 30s.
Okay, he scared me when he said snow, but okay, not yet. All right, we'll have more local stories when we return. Stay with us.
Find out where that road leads. Take on any challenge. When you have the #1 brand in dependability, you stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Kia, movement that inspires.
Autumn of Life Home Care is a great place to work. The team here provided me with all the opportunities and experience necessary to grow within the company, all while working around my busy college schedule. They provided all the necessary licensing and training. It truly was the job that kickstarted my career.
Autumn of Life Home Care in Brewer is a licensed agency with personal support specialists.
Let our compassionate, reliable, considerate caregivers make your life a little easier by providing assistance for you or your loved one.
Autumn of Life Home Care. We focus on you. Apply today.
The Furniture Gallery's pre-Black Friday deals are here. We're fully stocked just in time for holiday get-togethers. We've got your choice of 5-piece dining sets starting at $449. Need extra living room seating? Sectional starting at $699 and recliner starting at $299. Long-distance guests staying over? Queen mattresses as low as $299 with closeout mattresses up to $1,000 off. Special financing is available. Support our main family-owned business and save money. The Furniture Gallery in Augusta, Bangor, Gorham, Newport, and North Windham.
ABC7 and Fox 22, live at the Anna Schreiner's Festival of Trees on November 17th. A beautiful holiday live event, sponsored locally by Doors Equipment. See them for Kubota sales and service. 1468 Hammond Street, Bangor. Are you running low on snacks? Do you need a stiff drink? Looking to get a bite to eat? C&K Variety has it all. And Complete Tire Service Incorporated. Make them your next stop for new tires, quality maintenance, and professional auto repair services.
Losing someone is never easy.
911, Mondays at 8, 7 Central on Fox.
Coming up next on Good Morning Maine, we'll have a recap of Friday's events intended to honor those who have served. Plus, we'll get a look at the Down East Cider and Cheese Festival, not to mention the Bar Harbor bed races. Yeah, you heard that right. And any breaking news coverage and your full radar weather forecast when you see us next on Good Morning Maine.
Recently unsealed court documents reveal that the Federal Bureau of Investigation seized what is believed to be human remains from a Fairfield antique shop. Here are those FBI affidavit records explained. Back in May of this year, a search warrant was issued for Pullen Antiques and Auctions to gather evidence connected to an alleged illegal trafficking of Native American human remains. These court documents tell that story. Documents from the United States District Court for the District of Maine detail a beaded American Indian pipe bag with Apache scalp was listed on the family auction business website. The item is advertised as documented scalp and this large lock of hair tied to a 1899 dated tag. The item was seized by law enforcement following an anonymous tip. The public affairs advisor for the Federal Bureau of Investigation's Boston field office released a statement stating, quote, "With respect to the recovery, there is a process underway to determine whether the item is human, whether it is Native American, and whether, if Native American, the remains are that of a person who is a member of a particular tribe. If it's determined that the remains are those of a Native American who was a member of a particular tribe, efforts will be taken to repatriate the remains back to the tribe for interment." End quote. The auctioneering firm has been in operation since the 1950s. Per the website, most items are listed for over $10,000. We reached out to the owners of Pullen Antiques and Auctions for a statement, but were advised no one was available at this time. In Fairfield, AJ Douglas, ABC 7, Fox 22. All right, a new museum opened its doors Friday in Lincoln. Our Heroes Military Museum recently hosted its grand opening. A ribbon cutting, live music, and Civil War reenactment were just a few of the highlights from the day.
People turned out, gave us plenty of support, plenty of donations, not just monetarily, but also with stuff they had in their homes. They brought in out of their closets, and we didn't expect it.
Displays include uniforms, models of battles, and various artifacts spanning from the Revolutionary War to the Vietnam War. Museum staff hopes that families and students can learn from the exhibits. They say they plan to be a resource for local educators and to be a distinction for field trips. The museum is open Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 10 to 2, and also open on Sunday from 1 to 5. We'll be right back after this break. Stay with us.
Now is the best time to get a great deal on a vehicle at #1 Van Sickle Kia. We have a great selection of quality pre-owned vehicles with payments and prices for every budget. Plus, we'll pay you top dollar for your late model vehicle, even if you don't buy from us. There's never been a better time to buy, sell, or trade at Van Sickle Kia.
The best cars, the best prices, and the best warranty. I'm Peter Van Sickle. I guarantee it.
It's been a great summer at Dorsey Furniture, but it's time to start thinking about fall. Our new fall introductions are arriving daily, and we need to make room. This means big discounts on selected items. How big? Half off. We didn't stop with just a few items. We have marked down every item in every department. Come to Dorsey Furniture during our fall clearance sale, and you won't be disappointed. Dorsey Furniture, Route 1A, Holden.
Excellent. I want it.
This holiday season, give the gift of education with a NextGen 529 account.
There are grants for Maine residents to help you get started. Open a NextGen 529 account with just $25 and get a $100 initial matching grant if eligible. Get started at nextgenforme.com. Before you invest in NextGen 529, it's important to obtain and read the program description carefully. Check if your home state has a 529 plan that offers tax or other benefits.
With roots right here in New England, Thanksgiving is one of our longest-lasting traditions. And now Toyota, the longest-lasting brand, is holding a tradition of its own, our annual Thanksgiving Savings Event. Right now, you could save up to $1,000 with low 3.49% financing on most all-wheel drive RAV4 models. And every RAV4 comes with 2 years no-cost maintenance and more. Celebrate savings from the longest-lasting brand. Your New England Toyota dealer, your all-wheel drive headquarters. Toyota, let's go places.
You're watching Fox 22, Bangor.
According to paperwork filed in U.S. District Court, ND Paper, who owns Craft Pulp Mill in Old Town, has filed a partial motion to dismiss a complaint. Back in October 7th, Walter Demons of Milford and Kirk Ramsey of Bradley, filed a class action complaint against the mill for the noxious odors. The claim said that through the defendant's operation, maintenance, and design of the facility, the smell was causing property damage through nuisance, trespass, and negligence. The motion to dismiss says that the suit shows no merit with no supporting legal evidence. We now await the findings from court. While Republicans may not have gotten the predicted red wave, they do have a significant midterm victory within reach. Control of the House. Fox's Alexandria Huff has that story.
Republicans are 7 seats away from reaching that 218 majority, but there's still about 24 outstanding congressional races across the country, more than half of them in California, where millions of ballots are still uncounted. It could go either way in the state's 47th district, where progressive Rep. Katie Porter is locked in a dead heat with Republican challenger Scott Baugh. This district in Orange County has equal share Republicans and Democrats. In the state's 41st district is Republican Congressman Ken Calvert, who has served in the position for 30 years. He went into today with just a 1-point advantage over Democrat Will Rollins. About 60% of the vote has been tallied there. And then a bit north in California's 22nd district, Republican Congressman David Valadao holds a 5-point advantage over Democrat Rudy Salas. Now that lead has been chipped away down from an earlier 8-point advantage. And then in Colorado's 3rd district, there is a big name with potentially a big problem right now. Republican Congresswoman Lauren Boebert is locked in a razor-thin race with Democrat Adam Frisch. Boebert initially trailed, but then got a small boost as the counting continues on. This race could head into a recount as thousands of votes have yet to be counted. While Republicans are poised to achieve at least those 7 seats needed to reach a majority, it will not be by the margins that they had hoped for. In Washington, Alexandria Hoff, Fox News.
Democrats are 1 seat away from Senate control after Democratic Senator Mark Kelly won his re-election in Arizona. Kelly beat Republican Blake Masters in the tight race, meaning Democrats now will have to win a single Senate seat in either Nevada or Georgia's runoff. Republicans would have to win both seats for the Senate majority. Kelly's campaign focused on protecting abortion access and Social Security and lowering drug prices. He is a former NASA astronaut and married to a former U.S. Representative, Gabby Giffords. Hurricane Nicole came ashore this week in Florida as Category 1. Few expected it would cause the amount of devastation it did on the Daytona Beach area. Many there are now looking for a new place to live after the storm washed away the beach out from under their homes. That story now.
As the remnants of Hurricane Nicole wash out over eastern Canada, hundreds in Florida are still figuring out what to do next after Nicole devastated a stretch of the state's northeast coast. The storm surge ripping away the supports underneath homes on the beachfront.
Basically, all the sand's washed underneath the foundation, and so there's some people that are in a world of hurt.
Many residents who evacuated are now returning to find their homes unsafe to enter. The first November storm to hit the Sunshine State since the 1980s packed a stronger punch than many expected.
All of the pumps and there's like heaters and everything out in the back of the condo are in the ocean. Our 2 fire pits fell off into the ocean. Our pool is hanging on by the stilts.
Dozens of homes, hotels, and condo buildings along the beachfront have been declared uninhabitable. Much of the damage attributed to seawalls that were still in need of repair from the last hurricane.
Well, you really have to go back to Hurricane Ian, because that's where all this begins. So during Ian, we had a tremendous amount of beach erosion and put all the properties at risk.
Restoring the beach will likely require a multi-million-dollar investment in replenishing sand that washed away and rebuilding improved seawalls. Kevin Uretsky, Fox News.
Former President Trump's shadow loomed large over Tuesday's midterms, and not in a good way for some Republicans. Trump plans to make a big announcement Tuesday in Florida, hinting this will be his 2024 campaign kickoff to win the GOP nomination. However, he may ultimately have to defeat his state's governor, Ron DeSantis, who won re-election in a landslide. Fox's Caroline Shively reports from Washington.
Here's the New York Post's view on the midterms and the Trump effect. And here's the former president's take, claiming that so many of the candidates he endorsed went on to victory and reminding people he's a stable genius.
There were still plenty of Republicans in the style of Trump that won election that will contribute to the new House majority and possibly the new Senate majority.
Republicans also scored wins on the state level. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, a potential presidential nominee in 2024, easily won re-election.
You look at Florida, you look at Governor DeSantis, you look at Miami-Dade County, you see the way the Latino vote moved in Florida. That's the blueprint that Republicans need to take.
President Trump is set to make an announcement on Tuesday, perhaps about a 2024 run, potentially setting up a primary against DeSantis and a general election rematch from 2020.
Who do you think would be the tougher competitor, Ron DeSantis or former President Trump, and how is that factoring into your decision?
It'll be fun watching them take on each other.
Both Trump and President Biden loomed large in the midterms. A Fox News voter analysis found that 58% of voters said Trump was a factor in their vote, and 65% said the same about Mr. Biden. In Washington, Caroline Shively, Fox News.
A 72-year-old woman biking from Sweden to Egypt, all to protect climate change. Dorothy Hildebrandt biked over 5,400 miles from Sweden to the UN's climate change conference in Egypt. At home, she is part of an activist group called Grandmas for the Future. She was so determined to raise awareness about cutting carbon footprint. She took her cause on the road starting in July, pedaling on an average 49 miles a day, finally making it to Egypt.
I would like to tell them that we have to do something now. We really have to stop the change of the climate. And even if it is uncomfortable for us, we have to do it because it wasn't comfortable for me to take this long ride. And I just made it to show you can if you will.
Hildebrandt even met with the Egyptian president, who joined her for a ride. Very powerful story. Well, we'll be right back after this commercial.
Everything I did for my family.
The Cleaning Lady, Monday on Fox.
Interest rates are on the rise and making waves in the real estate market. Buying or selling? You need a navigator. I'm Holly Taylor. Come to the one who gets it done. HollyTaylor.Realtor.
Wherever you are, whether you're ready or not, it's coming. With a purpose, with persistence, with the power to change the way you live. So you don't have to change the way you live. Generac automatic standby generators. Control your power, control your life. Visit Generac.com.
General Rental Center has been serving Central Maine with equipment and tool rentals for more than 30 years. Our extensive inventory contains everything you need to get the job done right. Our professional, knowledgeable staff is here to make sure that you get the highest quality rental items to complete your project and that they have been serviced and maintained to the highest standards. Power brooms to get that sand off the lawn, leaf blowers, brush chippers, stump grinders, aerial lifts, tillers, and excavators. We rent most everything. If you don't see it in our online catalog, please ask for it. If we don't have the item you need, we would be happy to help you find it.
Homes are selling in a single day. The real work happens well before. I'm Holly Taylor, and I have the expertise to guide you through your home improvements. Come to the one who gets it done. HollyTaylor.Realtor.
These rescue dogs are now rescuing vets thanks to Pets for Vets, animal training and pairing organization. Here's more on the impact it has had on one Air Force veteran.
She's been my lifesaver.
Service comes in a variety of forms. Jeff Thomas's service began in Germany as an Air Force sergeant during the Cold War, a veteran who has struggled with PTSD.
I didn't sleep at night. It was horrible. And so I, took it upon myself to say, hey, look, I need some help.
That help came with 4 legs, a big heart, and an appetite.
Good girl. Ready?
Maddie is a certified service canine who also knows a few tricks.
Stay. Okay. Oh, good girl.
She's part of the Pets and Vets program at the Animal Rescue Foundation in Walnut Creek.
This is Boston. He's one of our newest recruits.
Turning rescue animals into trained service dogs for dozens of veterans at no cost to them.
They've given so much to us. We wanted to give a little something back to them.
Trainers teach skills to help the dogs assist with veteran-specific psychological needs.
We say that the Pets and Vets program is saving both ends of the leash. It's helping the rescue dogs and the veterans, and we need volunteers to help be a part of that.
Foster families take on dogs like Boston for a few weeks to make sure they're up for the task. If they are, it's time for training. They're paired with a veteran just like a battle buddy.
I'm not sure I'd even be here if I didn't have her.
Thomas says Maddie has reduced his anxiety and improved his sleep.
I don't have to worry about getting up and checking the windows and checking outside because she does that.
Pets and Vets has also given him a new community, fellow veterans with their service dogs, each of them with their constant companion by their sides.
I told my wife one day, I told her, I said, well, if it's between you and Maddie, I said, pack your stuff.
All kidding aside, Thomas says he's seen life-changing results. Dozens of veterans with traumatic brain injuries, severe depression, and PTSD all now have a hero.
She's saved my life, and to me, that's what heroes do.
Voters in California passed Proposition 31, which bans the sale of flavored tobacco products statewide. The only exception is hookah tobacco, loose-leaf tobacco, and premium cigars. Now many businesses are worried the ban could hurt sales.
Did you watch the returns last night?
Yes. Yes, I was watching. I was concerned for my job.
Omid Barenji has worked at the Sherman Oaks Smoke Shop for 3 years.
Basically, a whole wall worth will be gone.
He's talking about the flavored tobaccos and vape cartridges banned by Proposition 31. Now voter approved, the law signed in 2020 can go into effect maybe as early as December.
I'd say sales are going to go down about 60-65%, 70 maybe.
These flavors like sour apple, fruity pebbles, sugar cookie, minty menthol, it's clear that these aren't primarily for adults, these are for kids.
Curasano is a student at USC and an American Cancer Society emerging leader.
Millions of kids, 2 million kids in the US use tobacco products, and so it's clear that they have no problem obtaining it.
But at this shop, no one under 21 is even allowed in the store.
Juul actually sends representatives in from time to time, decoys, and they'll actually test us, and they'll ban us from selling their product if we fail that test.
Still, Kira sees the bigger picture beyond an independently owned store. She points a finger of blame right at the tobacco companies.
Right now, it's about holding Big Tobacco accountable for the harm that it's actually done to communities. It has done predatory practices on youth, kids, the Black community, and much more.
Wall Street looking up this week, but consumers are not celebrating the economy just yet. Fox's Grady Trimble has a look at these stories and more in tonight Fox Means Business report.
Stocks continuing to move higher on Wall Street Friday. The Dow, S&P 500, and NASDAQ closed in positive territory again after Thursday's huge rally. And it was a good week for the markets, too. In fact, the S&P 500 had its best weekly performance since June, and it was the NASDAQ's best week since March. Investors are optimistic the Federal Reserve's interest rate hikes could slow a bit because inflation is slowing a bit. While investors seem more confident, consumers are not. The University of Michigan says their sentiment index fell more than expected this month. And unlike Wall Street, Main Street remains worried about inflation and interest rates. And gas prices are idling as we head into the weekend. AAA says the national average for a gallon of regular gas is $3.79. That's about the same as last week. For some perspective, prices are 13 cents lower than a month ago, but 37 cents higher than a year ago. That's business. I'm Grady Trimble.
One of George Clooney's films is being turned into a TV series. Christina Aguilera gets ready to share her life story and more. Fox's Ashley Dvorkin has the latest from Hollywood Nation.
With returns, Aguilera tells her story, and Clooney gets an adaptation in the Hollywood Nation.
Okay, fellas, here we go.
George Clooney's 6-time Oscar-nominated film Good Luck and Good Night is heading to the small screen. AMC Networks is developing a limited series based on the 2005 black and white drama. It centers on real-life veteran journalist Edward R. Murrow's battle against U.S. Senator Joseph McCarthy's anti-communist crusades in the 1950s. Clooney, who co-wrote, directed, and starred in the film, is on board to co-produce the show. Also in the works, a documentary highlighting the career and personal life of Christina Aguilera. According to Deadline, the pop superstar has been working on the film for the past 18 months. It will feature never-before-seen footage and exclusive behind-closed-door moments. The Queen of Burlesque, Dita Von Teese, is also working on her own documentary. It will chronicle her humble beginnings in Michigan to becoming pop culture's most famous striptease artist.
I'm going to need a gun.
And Keanu Reeves is back in action in today's First Looks. Lionsgate released the first trailer to John Wick Chapter 4, featuring Reeves as the popular super assassin facing off with a new enemy played by Bill Skarsgård. The highly anticipated sequel opens in theaters March 24th, 2023.
Last words, Winston? Just have fun out there.
Ashley Dvorkin, Fox News.
Sad news for some workers at the happiest place on earth. Walt Disney Company is planning to freeze hiring and cut some jobs ahead of the winter's holiday. In a memo sent to employees, Disney CEO Bob Chapek said Disney will begin enacting layoffs as part of the company-wide cost-cutting measures. He also announced a ban on all non-essential work travel and freeze on new hires, except for a few key positions. The move comes days after Disney presented rough quarterly results. which sent the company's stock tumbling into its lowest price in more than 2 years. Conrad Supinski is in now with our full 5-day forecast.
It's Sunday night football, big a day, but rain is sticking around, making it feel a little bit iffy outside. How long will that rain stick around, and when are we finally going to see some sunshine? I'll have all the answers coming up.
It's time to take care of you. Colonoscopies are the trusted test to detect and prevent colon cancer before it's too late. Physicians at the St. Joseph Digestive Health Center are here to help you live life to the fullest, starting with a screening colonoscopy. Put the facts before your fear. Call the St. Joseph Digestive Health Center at 907-3550 to schedule your colonoscopy today. It's time.
The winter sun. It's a ticking clock where shorter days mean a precious countdown has begun. So chase the sun and seize the season, because when the days are at their shortest, it's on us to make them the fullest.
Get $500 purchase allowance on a 2023 Cadillac XT4, XT5, and XT6. Visit your local Cadillac dealer today.
At Bouchard Cleaning, rebuilding and restoring means more than just another job. To us, it's about bringing back cherished memories, restoring unforgettable moments in time, and giving hope when all was thought to be lost. For over 35 years, our mission has remained the same. You keep the memories, we'll handle the rest. Statewide commercial and residential services. Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration.
ABC 7 and Fox 22, live at the Anna Schreiner's Festival of Trees on November 17th. A beautiful holiday live event, sponsored locally by Village Variety. Delicious food and great service with a down-home atmosphere. Stop by today. Rowell's Garage and Car Wash, 191 East Main Street, Dover Foxcroft. See their inventory at rowellsgarage.com. And Luigi and Fredericks in Bangor for the fast and freshest flowers around.
I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
Fixing things is my job.
We're going to get the job done.
The Resident, all new Tuesdays on Fox.
It's the weekend, but where's the sunshine? Not in our state today. Lots of rain as that low starts to move up the coast, pretty much coming down on us from the overnight hours, and still raining right now. Look at all of this rain. A little bit of blue starting to mix in there in the northern part of the state as temperatures are starting to cool off. So that rain is starting to mix with snow, and then later on it will become some snow. But then it quickly starts to move out by the morning hours tomorrow, and then we will be in the clear. Temperatures, though, will be on the lower end. And as those temperatures pretty much stick around in the lower end, more rain will accumulate. Not much left for accumulations in rain, but more snow is on the way. A couple of inches actually will be accumulating in the northern part of the state once those temperatures continue to plummet, and then it starts to stick. And because of that, we do have some winter weather advisories in effect until the morning hours tomorrow. And we do have a little windy conditions by the coast. That's why a gale warning is in effect until 1 p.m. on Monday. Temperatures, though, it was chilly outside today. I had to walk around my jacket, and with that rain, it was really one of those days where you just want to sit at home and enjoy the bonfire or your fire pit. Temperatures only reached 47 degrees here in Bangor. Same thing by Bar Harbor, a little bit warmer by Rockland, but still it was chilly outside. That cold front that I told you was on the way, it finally made its way into Maine, and temperatures cooled off. Look at the Midwest, even upper Midwest, in those 20s and 30s as high temperatures, so it is cold all across. Our average should be around 47, nowhere near that, folks. Look at tomorrow's high, only around 39 degrees, then slightly warmer into Tuesday, but bam, we start to drop once again during the middle to end of next week. Temperatures only in the upper 30s to low 40s, so bundle up. It will be chilly. Those cold temperatures will be sticking around with us. Tonight, though, temperatures will take a dip. That rain will really move out early in the overnight hours, and then we really cool off with below freezing temperatures. That window, look at that wind from the northwest at 10 to 20 miles an hour, and it will be gusting close to 25 to 30, so that feels like temperature. Oh yeah, you know what that means. It's going to feel cold. Layer up and put on an extra hat for your morning commute. Tomorrow, not much of an improvement as we only stick around in those upper 30s. At least the sunshine will be back, but those winds will make it feel much, much colder than the actual air temperature outside. But our extended forecast outlook does show sunshine once again on Tuesday, but look what happens Wednesday into Thursday. Another low will be brewing and more rain and snow will be moving in by Wednesday into Thursday.
Just going to shake my head. All right, sports is in next with Tyler Cruz.
LiftMaster is the #1 professionally installed garage door opener. Can alert you if you left it open and let you close it from most anywhere in the world. And where's the best place to get your LiftMaster? From PDQ Door. PDQDoor.com.
Now you can take on the elements with confidence because your New England Ford dealers have weather-ready SUVs in stock for immediate delivery. From Escape with available intelligent all-wheel drive, to Explore with a terrain management system, to Bronco Sport with GOAT modes. Whatever the forecast brings, you'll be prepared to take the season by storm. Drive home your weather-ready Ford SUV with financing as low as 0.9% on select 2022 models.
When it comes to winter footwear, warmth, waterproof, and safety matter most. Take the drive today to Comfort Shoes and More in Newport and discover the latest in winter boot technology. We've got boots rated from -60 to 0 degrees Fahrenheit to keep your feet warm in any weather. Check out the new materials guaranteed to keep your feet dry. Relieve the anxiety of slipping and falling this winter with the new Navitec with grippers built right into the sole. Just flip it and clip it and you're ready to go. Be prepared this winter. Take the drive today to Comfort Shoes and More in Newport.
Welcome to Kings Mountain RC and Hobby Shop in Brewer.
And some call me the King.
There are RC trucks, cars, crawlers, and parts aplenty. There are planes, metal detectors, and gear galore. I have decreed that all people can book birthday parties with their RC vehicles provided for all. We have indoor and outdoor tracks and crawling courses available. Bring yourself, your family, and friends to Kings Mountain RC and Hobby Shop, South Main Street, Brewer.
LiftMaster is the #1 professionally installed garage door opener. Can alert you if you left it open and let you close it from most anywhere in the world. And where's the best place to get your LiftMaster? From PDQ Door. PDQDoor.com.
This family's hanging on to a lot of secrets.
Let me tell you, the guy's gonna cut you down.
Monarch, Tuesday on Fox.
Hey everybody, Ryan Sudol here. Hope you had a great weekend, and what a great weekend it was in high school sports. Let's start on the gridiron. The 2 8-man state title games were held at Coney High Saturday, and they provided that typical 8-man craziness. First game, 8-man large final between North number 3 Waterville and South number 2 Yarmouth. Late third quarter, Yarmouth up 24-18. Sam Bradford's throw is picked off by Gage Hubbard. He takes it down the sidelines, fades into the massive humanity. It's a pick six. 2-point conversion gives Waterville a 26-24 lead. Halfway through the fourth, same score. Waterville has a 4th and goal. They're going to go for the jugular, but the snap goes over Dustin Hunter's head. Turnover on downs. And after a 7-minute, 86-yard drive, Yarmouth's Michael McDonigal runs it in for the game-winning touchdown with 30 seconds to go. The Clippers win it 30-26 in a thriller, their first state title since 2011. 8-man small final now. South number 4 Orchard Beach against the North number 5 Orono. Second half kickoff. Riots down 24-8. Will Francis, after bobbling it, will find an alley, and no one comes close to catching him. 80-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. He had 2 of those this night. It's 24-16 Beach after the 2-point conversion. Next drive, the Gulls answer right back. Brady Plant finds freshman Wes Gallant for the touchdown bomb. 30-16 OOB, and oh boy, what a play this was. Still third quarter. Orono's Jack Brewer dropping back, and it's picked off by Riley Provencher. He takes it down the sidelines, and you're just going to have to trust us here. It's another pick six. Man, they got to start going down the sidelines. We're not on. The Seagulls go on to win it 46-22, their first state title since 1993. just a congratulations to Orono on a great season. Even though the Red Riots didn't get the dub today in football, O-Town has a lot to cheer for today. Let's take a look at the results of Saturday's New England Regional Girls Cross Country meet. Tess Drury from Vermont finished with a time of 18:46.90. Brianna Malone from New Hampshire finished with a time of 18:33.60. And Ruth White from Orono High School finished with a time of 17:51.30. That's a 43-second win for Ruth as she takes home the regional crown. Big congrats to her. Also, coming in sixth was Amelia Van Dongen of MDI with a time of 18:54 even. Wow. Maine's women's basketball tipped off their season on Monday with a win over James Madison, and when they did, one Maine freshman made some history. J.C. Christopher, who already made history on the high school scene with Skowhegan, not only made her Black Bears debut Monday night, she became the first Maine native to start for the Black Bears as a freshman in over 10 years. Christopher played 33 minutes at point guard and only committed one turnover. She also had the game-winning assist with 0.4 seconds to go. And both her and coach Amy Vachon say having Maine talent like that, excelling for Maine, is pretty special.
I think it's awesome. I think we're really trying hard to keep our talent in the state. We have 3 Mainers on our team already. We have a lot of great talent, and so I think for JC to come in and play, it's hard. It's hard for any freshman.
I mean, it's so special to me, and to have the support of my community back home. So many people from home were watching the game and would send me messages wishing us luck and congratulating us on the win. It's just really special to be able to represent Maine and play here for a program that's as special as this one.
Maine won that game 60-58 in the final seconds, thanks to Christopher, as we mentioned. And while she didn't score, her impact on the floor was definitely felt. And JC is nowhere near her ceiling with Maine. Coach Vachon says simply, she's just getting better every time she goes out there.
Yeah, I mean, I think JC is only going to get better. To come in, that's a tough place to play. It's a really loud arena, and she's getting better every day. And I think to handle the pressure that she did and only have one turnover in the minutes she played was huge.
That's all the time we have for sports. I'm Ryan Sudol. We'll be back right after the break.
Celebrate Maine artisans, sampling and shopping the very best of Maine-made products at the Maine Harvest Festival, Cross Insurance Center, Bangor, November 19th and 20th, presented by the Maine Potato Board, MaineHarvestFestival.com.
With roots right here in New England, Thanksgiving is one of our longest-lasting traditions. And now Toyota, the longest-lasting brand, is holding a tradition of its own, our annual Thanksgiving Savings Event. Right now, you could save up to $1,000 with low 3.49% financing on an all-wheel drive Camry. And every Camry comes with 2 years no-cost maintenance and more. Celebrate savings from the longest-lasting brand. Your New England Toyota dealer, your all-wheel drive headquarters. Toyota, let's go places.
If they have your personal information, anyone can be you. Spectrum One keeps your personal data safe and private. That's privacy protection. That's Spectrum One.
You can get any phone you want. Any one I want? Any phone you want.
Connection is the greatest gift of all. At U.S. Cellular, we're offering any phone free for new and current customers, plus $100 to spend on accessories.
Pro football fans, it's You Pick'em NFL, the Pro Football Challenge from Fox 22. Go to foxbangor.com, click on You Pick'em, and go to You Pick'em NFL. Make your picks, and you could be the weekly winner of a gift certificate from Chase's Family Restaurant in Bangor. Brought to you by Chase's Family Restaurant in Bangor, Prouty Auto Body in Dover Foxcroft, Twin City Tile and Brewer, and Twin City Tint in Brewer. Compete all season long for the grand prize trip for 2 to Hawaii. It's You Pick'em NFL at foxbangor.com.
Celebrate Maine artisans, sampling and shopping the very best of Maine-made products at the Maine Harvest Festival, Cross Insurance Center, Bangor, November 19th and 20th, presented by the Maine Potato Board, MaineHarvestFestival.com.
Crank it up and hold on tight for the biggest breaking season.
Oh my God, we're doing Marvel. They like this one.
Lego Masters, Wednesday on Fox.
A new study suggests there may be an increased risk of diabetes for African Americans who don't get enough vitamin D. Researchers from Ohio State University analyzed 2 studies involving almost 9,000 participants. They studied how it affects Black African Americans who are not getting enough vitamin D. Researchers found that as blood levels of vitamin D dropped for members of the Black community, the risk of developing diabetes increased, finding a link between insulin resistance and levels of vitamin D. Researchers say they want more studies on vitamin D supplementation and improve diabetes risk. All right, America pays tribute to its veterans, especially in the national's capital, where they're marking 40 years since the dedication of Vietnam Veterans Memorial. It's the most visited memorial on the in the nation's mall. Fox's news correspondent Caroline Shively reports from Washington.
Fred Miller was a medic in the Mekong Delta in 1968. 54 years later, he stands at the Vietnam Veterans Memorial, photographing the names of the men in the 9th Infantry he couldn't save.
A lot of things take me back to those times, and I feel sad that maybe I made it and they didn't. Some people gave their life, and I survived. You know, maybe it should have been the other way around.
While Miller served in Vietnam, his parents kept a map marking the spots where they learned from the news his division was fighting. 30-some years later, Miller watched the news to track his own son in Baghdad.
Glad my son, that was a career military officer, made it back from Iraq.
Despite the rain, Miller and hundreds of veterans and their families gathered at the wall on Friday, 40 years after the memorial was dedicated.
For 40 years, this granite wall has never been just about history. The sacrifices of these 58,281 fallen Americans remain with us. They shape who we are today, and they urge us to live up to America's full promise.
Their names now etched along the wall.
Eventually, we're all going to be gone, the Vietnam veterans, but we're going to have a place where people can still come and see and get healing.
Around 11,000 women also served in Vietnam, 90% of them as nurses. 8 of their names are engraved here at the memorial. In Washington, Caroline Shively, Fox News.
That's all for tonight. We hope you have a great rest of your evening. We'll see you back here at 6 with Emma Smith and Craig Colson. Good night. Stay safe.
If you've been hurt in a car accident, watch out.
Watch out. The insurance company may try to tell you that you don't need a lawyer.
Watch out. The insurance company may try to settle before you're done with all your medical treatments.
Don't trust that insurance company after your accident. You could miss out on a lot of money. Call the Twos and we'll watch out for you.
Lowry & Associates watched out for me and got me $275,000.
Call the Twos. We win for you.
If you're hurt in an accident, what do? Call 222-2222.
Now is the best time to get a great deal on a vehicle at #1 Van Sickle Kia. We have a great selection of quality pre-owned vehicles with payments and prices for every budget. Plus, we'll pay you top dollar for your late model vehicle, even if you don't buy from us. There's never been a better time to buy, sell, or trade at Van Sickle Kia.
The best cars, the best prices, and the best warranty. I'm Peter Van Sickle. I guarantee it.
Are you in bad pain? You know what I mean. Your knees hurt. Your shoulder hurts. Your elbow and back are constantly killing you. And I'm sure you've tried every pain pill or cream available at the drugstore. Am I right? Well, here's something you haven't tried. Pain Magic. Pain Magic is not available at any drugstore. The only place you can get it is by calling the special toll-free number I'm about to give you.
And to make things even better, call right now and find out about our buy one, get one free offer. We're so confident it'll work for you that we offer a free bottle with your purchase. No prescription required.
Call now to learn how you can get Pain Magic and get rid of your pain. Remember, your results may vary.
Call 855-690-6464. That's 855-690-6464. Again, that's 855-690-6464.
It's Battle of the Ages.
These old geezers better work.
This old guy's here to play. This is a joke. Hell's Kitchen, Battle of the Ages, Thursday on Fox.
You're watching Fox 22, Bangor.